payback time. That's the focus of tonight's angle. Now, watching Joe Biden's plummeting approval ratings continue to slip, it keeps going down. It's like watching a game of limbo. You keep wondering to yourself, how low can Joe go? A new Politico Morning Consult poll gives us a snapshot in time, and it's ugly for the White House. 43% approve now of Biden's job performance, 53% disapprove. Now, among key demographics, he's underwater. Women, they're running away from him. Suburbanites, they are too. And independents, forget about them. Look at those numbers. Now, on the pandemic, just 39% approve of the job Biden's doing, and 57% disapprove. Oh. Now, support for mask mandates, vaccine mandates, it's also dropping, and localities across the country are following suit. So today, in the parents' rights hotspot of Loudoun County, Virginia, they just announced that masks would be optional starting next week. Now, this came just hours after Governor Glenn Youngkin signed a new law requiring schools to go mask optional by March 1st. So everywhere you look, there are bad omens for Democrats. Even their political heavyweights are feeling the heat, like Illinois billionaire Governor J.P. Pritzker. Now, he was just slapped down by a bipartisan legislative committee which voted 9-0 to suspend his emergency COVID rules. Now, they obviously saw the writing on the wall after a state judge had already granted a TRO in favor of parents from 100 school districts that oppose school mask mandates. What's amazing about this, though, is Pritzker seems totally unfazed. He's still weighing his options.
Doctors say that masks are the best way to preserve in-person learning and keep children and staff safe. Everyone should feel comfortable wearing their masks. And either way, the next step is to hear from the appellate court and go from there.
Next step, perhaps more shocking, though, is the realization that even uber left-wing San Franciscans can be pushed too far. Outraged parents there successfully voted to recall 3 radical school board members just last night. So the warning signs for the Democrats are flashing red. People want change. The sports and entertainment industry has moved on as well, from the maskless Super Bowl to springtime live music events. 2 of the most popular festivals announced today, they were ditching all COVID rules. No vaccines, no masks, not even negative tests are going to be required for entry. Good for them. But bad for the Democrat Party that banked on these rules to keep them in power by keeping you scared. Yet Democrats' handling of COVID isn't the only thing that's dragging them down. Politico is reporting tonight that private polling from the DCC shows that GOP attacks using issues such as critical race theory, defund the police, and open borders or amnesty are alarmingly potent. And if Democrats don't respond to Republican attacks on these issues, the GOP's lead on the generic ballot jumps from 4 to 14 points in swing districts. Okay, let me just say this. 14 points, that would mean a complete wipeout for the Democrats in November. But get ready. I promise you that one by one, vulnerable Democrats will attempt to pivot or to turn the page or reframe the narrative. They're going to say things like, "Oh, we were always planning to drop the masks," or "We were never really for defunding the police," or "We think some prosecutors are too soft on crime." And of course, they're going to say, "We respect parents' rights to speak out at school board meetings." I'm telling you tonight, believe none of this. They're lying. Every key Democrat on the Hill, except maybe Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema, they line up with the left on most major issues. So I don't believe these so-called moderates will only speak out against the radicals when they're backed into a political corner. People like Montana's John Tester, who's up for re-election this year.
The national Democratic brand I think in rural America generally is toxic. I honestly don't think the Democratic Party can be a majority party unless we start appealing to middle America a lot more.
Now, what a phony. Ditto for so-called moderate Mark Kelly in Arizona. Both he and Tester are just as responsible for their party's lurch to the left as Chuck Schumer and Dick Durbin. Like, where were they when the schools issue really blew up? Where were they when BLM was terrorizing our cities? You hear them speak out then? I didn't. So this summer, when Democrats return to their home states and they're arguing that their common sense policies are what got us through the pandemic and back to normal life, just laugh in their faces, respectfully, of course. They had literally nothing to do with freeing America. We freed ourselves, and you should be proud of that. And be grateful for the leadership of President Trump, who knew early on that we had to reopen and we had to all go back to work and get back to normal. And what would any of us have done without the Republican governors who fought themselves for the people? And they thought for themselves. They didn't feel bound by the guidance of unelected bureaucrats like Tony Fauci, like Trump, and they were relentlessly attacked for it. So this is a time to be proud of who we are. Parents, mothers, fathers, working class people, new citizens of all backgrounds, professionals. We're Americans. And we know our rights, and we expect results from the people who swore to uphold the Constitution. Now, we'll give people the benefit of the doubt for sure, but our patience has its limits. We're not going to be played by charlatans, so stop insulting our intelligence. We know what you did, and we know what you're planning to do if you really get a stranglehold on power. And we will stop you at the ballot box, because November is payback time. And that's the angle.